I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, a great millstone to well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tasma Bar coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And through the spirit, want to do a real brief lesson going off this TikTok, which actually, I was actually watching this game and I heard him say this, which is just want to give more clarification on this doctrine that you see a lot of people are still being, under here in the 2025. And I say under because people are still believing in this and the hell doctrine, which has been pushed throughout the Christianity and the Catholic Church and things like that, which goes back to the goes back to the Roman Empire when they use this to manipulate the minds of the people to basically play their ties and things like that. To basically, a fear tactic. And this is the same thing you're starting to see amongst a lot of these camps, IUIC and other camps. They're starting to use the hell doctrine so they can basically play that fear tactic on their followers, man. And this is off TikTok, and this is actually was on the game, and this was live, and I actually heard it myself. And before I play this is a copyright disclaimer of the fair use copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Act of 1976. I'm not making this for any monetary gain. I'm using this for educational purposes only under Copyright Act of 1976 of section 107, fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm going to play this clip and I'm going to grab a few precepts because this is the same thing. You're starting to see more and more people talking about hell and people, burning forever and all that. Nah, man, that's not in the scriptures. We know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, hell is condition played out on earth and also the grave. So I'm going to grab a few precepts, operations our Lord willing. This lesson is edifying.
Charles Barkley on live TV said that he was going to hell. And then he also said, those of you who are laughing at home will also be joining him in hell. So he'll see y'all there. Here's the clip.
We higher than that, 645. We up in the clouds. We up in the clouds. I can touch God right now. That's the only chance I'm ever gonna get to see him. Oh, don't say that. I'm going to hell. Damn, but I'm gonna see a lot of y'all with me. A lot of y'all laughing at home. I'm gonna see you. Hey, Shaq, good to see you again.
For the life of me, I can't begin to understand people's jokes about hell and about them going there and about it being a part, but then also saying, oh, all of you are coming with me. And then all of the laughter. Oh, that's the closest I'll ever get to see God. Two things here. One, he has counted himself unworthy to see God. And that can be for a few reasons. Either A, he knows exactly what the word says and knows that he doesn't follow it or align with it, or he knows some deep, dark things that he has done or been a part of, and he knows that he will never see God, which makes sense with a lot of rich celebrities. On the other hand, he would rather go to hell than to see God because he thinks hell's going to be a party, just like a lot of people. And he wasn't wrong. A lot of people watching will also find themselves not seeing God. Joke. The Bible says that is a place where the worm never dies, where the fire ascends forever. That there's blackness and outer darkness, that there's weeping and gnashing of teeth. This place was prepared for Satan and the people he took with him from God, the people who also fell, or the angels who fell from heaven. That was created for the beast and the false prophet.
And it's nowhere in the scriptures you can find what that man just said. Find me a precept when it said Satan has a little place for him and his fallen angels. That ain't in there. That's fairy tales, man. Fallen God, that's fairy tales, man. That's fairy tales. Jake just be going off, man. That's what's been pushed. That Christianity is hell of a drug, man. Let's finish this out.
Not for you, not even for him. And so it sickens me and it saddens me that people joke about hell as if it's one, not real, or if it's two, going to be a party, and it won't be. It won't be. So Charles, I'm pretty sure you'll never see this video, but God still has a place for you if you're willing to go to him and accept him. And then whoever else at home feels like you're completely going to hell and you're damned, that there is a place for you. Seek God, and I guarantee you he'll answer. He be knocking at the door. Don't count yourself unworthy. So yesterday, Charles.
At the end of the day, Charles is the Israelite. Regardless, he's gonna reap his consolation because he sold out. But he still is the Israelite. He's still gonna be in the kingdom of heaven because hell and heaven or conditions played out on earth. Right now, we're in Esau's heaven. He's in rulership. He has dominion over the earth. And the Israelites in hell, we're catching hell. We're under the curses. We're under this devil, right along with under these heathen. And also, our people are in a mind state of these Gentiles, where they're going off. They don't know what the hell's going on. So let's grab some precepts. Operate this out, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was. What is the dust? Ash is the ash, dust the dust, which is the body. Your body breaks down, decompose. It turns to what? The dust. It says, and the spirit shall return to Yahweh Shema Shai, who gave it. So I thought it was going to hell. And let's break it down with common sense. When you sick, your body temperature rises, right? Because that's your cold trying to fight off their body, trying to fight off the cold. So your temperature rises 102, 103, and your normal body temperature is 98. But when you die, what is your body temperature? It's cold, showing that your spirit is a flame. So if your spirit is a flame, how can your flame burn in the flame? It doesn't make any sense. Like some stuff you got to start really sitting back and thinking. Your spirit is a flame. As soon as your spirit leaves your body turns cold. So how can your spirit burn in a flame if your spirit is a flame? It doesn't make any sense. See, we got to start using common sense, man. This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse, let me see. Exodus chapter 20, verse 4. And this is showing that reincarnation is real. So ain't no such thing as you just go to hell and just burn forever. The Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, is a merciful power. Why would he just send you somewhere and just burn forever? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then the Israelites have to come back and rule in their kingdom right along with their Lord Yahweh Shai, and our Father Yahweh. So how does that even make any sense that the Israelites can get the kingdom if all burn, majority of them burning in hell? Because 2/3 of the land must be cut off and die. That's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. So how the Israelites gonna get the kingdom if majority of them in hell? This doesn't make any sense, man. This is Exodus 20 and 4. It says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images or any likeness or anything that is in heaven or above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them or serve them. For I am Lord power, I am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, will judge you for the third and fourth generation. That means you be reincarnated, you be brought back. That means you be brought back. So how can you go to hell and burn forever if the Lord is telling you that he will revisit your iniquity on the third and fourth generation? And around approximately every 100 years plus. So it's showing you that every third and fourth generation you come back. So that cuts that hell doctrine. Let's keep going. Real quick. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his power out of the fish belly, and said, I cried for reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and heardest my voice. Hell, out of the belly of hell. He was in a condition. He was in the belly of the fish. So that was hell. That was a condition. So he was in a condition. He was catching hell. That's what that's speaking about, man. It's not talking about somewhere burning forever, man. He was catching hell in the belly of the fish. That's what's going on with Jonah, man. So that's another precept you can line up with that. Like I said, I'm not going to really make this too long. Just showing you the mindset of our people. Got to get out of that hell doctrine that you're going to burn forever. Yahweh Shema Shai is a merciful power. Why would he send you somewhere to burn forever, man? That doesn't make any sense. That is all based off gimmicks and myths to manipulate the mindset of the people so they can basically get money off of you, man. And basically with the tithings. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing it for a long time. And they still doing it. There's nothing new under the sun. It's the book of Luke, chapter 16. in verse Luke chapter 16, verse 19. And there was a certain rich man which clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, and Lazarus represents the Israelites, man. This is a parable. This is how Shah speaking. And the rich man represent who? Esau, Edom, because this is his world. And it says, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and the sores represent the curses, catching hell. And it said, see, I said catching hell, right? And desiring to feed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked the sores, and the dogs came and licked the sores represent the other nations, man. Look at the other nations in our neighborhood, man. Selling our people poison every day, keeping our people in that lower state, and they're just not really letting our people know who they are, man. They're just keeping in that lower state, catching Jake while he on his lowest point, man. And it says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. And that's represent, hey, we're going into what? Salvation. We're going into the kingdom of heaven, man, where we're not going to be in that state, in that lowly state as we in today. And it says, the rich man also died and was buried. And it says, in the hell he lift up his eyes and began to torment and see Abraham far off and Lazarus in his bosom in hell while he was catching hell, right? He was in that lower state, just like we are. And it says, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. And that represents the condition. He was in the lowest state. He was catching hell. Just the same thing that's going on with Jake right now. Jake be begging for a little bit of crumbs off Esau Edom table. That's why you see niggas like Charles Barker and the rest of them niggas doing what? Selling their soul, man, for a little bit of riches, man. Just to be part of this society, man. Just so that hell won't feel so bad. Not knowing they're nothing but a rich slave, man. And it says, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, the hell, the condition, the slavery, the genocide, the discontinue from the heritage, everything that Jake go through in the society and been catching since they lost who they was as the people, since the curse has been cleaving unto us, man. And he says, but now he is comfort and thou art tormented. And that's what's coming, man. Now we comfort of what? We're going back to our power, knowing who we are, man. Supping with the Lord, man. Law, statutes, commandments in our inward part. The promises, comfort through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And art of torment. And it says, and thou art tormented. Why? Catching hell, man. Back at its lower state, man. That's what's coming, man. And that just show you that hell and heaven are conditions that are played out on earth, man. That's how the Lord set it up, man. But that's also a parable, and that's a dark saying that's really still, blinding the minds of a lot of people that still don't know, because the Lord don't really want you to get it anyway, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. And that's what you see going on here, even into this latter days, that people are still getting caught up in that mindset. And it said, real quick, bear with me. This is Charles Barker. Oh, we all gonna go to hell. I never see him. Nah, it's like scripture say we all must be appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So you're gonna see it. We're gonna see him. He's gonna tell you why he done what he done to you. So a lot of these people, they lack understanding of the scriptures, man. And it says 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse I started verse 9. Wherefore we labor that we're present or absent, we may be accepting of him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So you still gonna see the Lord, but you still gonna appear. Everybody's gonna appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And that's what these Christians think, that, if you fuck up, you going straight to hell. Everybody must prepare for the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Even everybody, everybody, the wicked, everybody gonna appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And these heathen, they in heaven, they in the spirit world right now at rest. They at peace. But guess what? They're on the other side. They at peace. But when they come back on earth, they're going to be in their hell. These heathen up up there in the spirit world, they're at peace. They're at rest. They're not in the flesh. But when they come back on earth, then they're going to play back. They're going to play out their judgment. Thus said the Bible. And it says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. And that's showing you that, hey, everybody's going to appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shemel Shah real quick. Like, I'm not going to make this too long. Just want to grab a couple. Let me see. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And this is the place of judgment under the sun, not hell under earth. This is the place of judgment, man. Not you burning forever in hell. No, hell is a condition played out on earth, and this is under the sun, showing you that this is the judgment that everybody catches, man. You appear for the judgment seat of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and before you brought back, he tells you what your judgment gonna be, and then it's played out on earth, man. That's why you see some people born retarded, some people born with one limb, short, midget, all that stuff. That's a judgment from Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. That's the judgment, man. Even these celebrities, the Most High put the spirit on them to be out there in that nasty ass world, just so he's justified to judging they wicked ass, man. That's the judgment, man. The deceiver and the deceiver are his, man. This is the Most High's movie. And the Most High is controlling who's in the rulership and who's not. Right now, Esau, Edom is in his heaven, and us Israelites, us the tribe of Jacob, 12 tribes of Israel, we're not hell, man. So hell and heaven are conditions played out on earth. Real quick, let me see. It was more and more I wanted to get. Revelation chapter 20 and verse, let me see. Revelation chapter 20, and I'll just read it, 14. And it says, death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. How can death and hell, how can hell be, because people say the lake of fire is hell. So how can hell be cast to the lake of fire? It means this condition, this world, this place is going to be cast to the lake of fire. And what's the lake of fire? The ICBM missiles. And it says, death and hell was cast to the lake of fire, which what? Babylon the Great, which is going to get burnt up. This condition, this hell that we're catching, is going to be cast to the lake of fire. And it says, this is the second death. This is the second death, man. When the Lord put the spirit on these nations to shoot the missiles on Babylon the Great, which is America, that's the second death, man. So how can hell be cast into the lake of fire? And when people say the lake of fire is hell, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all, man. Doesn't make any sense at all. So that's just showing you a lot of people lack understanding of what the scriptures is talking about, man. Without I get understanding, the hell is a condition played out on earth, man. And who's catching the hell throughout the whole world is the 12 tribes of Israel, the Israelites. We're in hell. This is our hell, and this is Esau Edom's heaven. This is his heaven right now, man. So, Apparatus our Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power. How about Shemel Shai? I didn't want to make it too long, just showing you that, how people still misconstrued that concept of what hell is, and also what that concept of heaven means, man. And through the scriptures, it just shows you that hell and heaven are conditions that are played out on earth, man. So Apparatus our Lord willing, is a lesson is edifying through the spirit and power. Yahweh by Shemel Shai. I want to close it out by saying, call Halayim La, Yahweh by Shemel Shai, by Shemel Kakodash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of Ruel, and peace and salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.